Hi, everyone. It's Henry DeVries, Agency Rainmaker TV. Welcome. This is where we help agency owners make it rain to find right fit clients. And with me today, I have a special guest, Jane Phelps from the No Agency. She's had this agency since 2010. She's found different things to do to find clients and to have a specialty. And she's here to talk to us about today. Jane, welcome. Tell us, who are the people you serve?
Hi, thanks for having me, Henry. The people that I serve are mainly in the health and wellness industry. I started that vertical 14 years ago with my very first client and found that if you have a little niche that you try to be your very best in, that's where you become very successful. You get to know the people in the industry, the CEOs of the companies. You really get to understand what Google's looking for with these type of industries. And so that's where I've landed.
For a niche, I recommend people find something where there's 2,000 to 10,000 businesses. Some call it a super niche. And I know, would it be called nutraceuticals that you do a lot with?
Nutraceuticals, but now there's this really catchy phrase called better for you companies.
Better for you companies. Okay. Um, but it's what we ingest. Food
Correct.
is medicine, and what we take in to live better. Does that sound right?
That is exactly right. Yes.
Okay, great. Well, you certainly do authority marketing because I know you're a public speaker. You speak at conferences. You facilitate panels. You do certainly a lot of networking within that niche in Canada, niche in America. I'm never sure how to pronounce it, but it's that small subgroup that we go after, and we have expertise for them. So I know you have content that you deliver that is specialized to them and helpful to them. Please tell us, what do you do for this industry?
We do search engine optimization, SEO, and we also do paid search for this industry. And you're right, I do speak all over the United States, and I've actually been asked to speak in India next year.
Oh,
So, yeah, so I'm kind of excited. I've never been to Europe, so India having a 20-hour plane flight should be interesting.
so you
Um,
haven't been to Europe, but now you're going to Asia. You're just skipping right over Europe and doing the
that's
20-hour
right.
flight.
Good. Exactly, exactly.
Well, there's
But
only 1 billion consumers there that you might be able to impress. So
and
congratulations on that.
fun fact, a lot of the ingredients that you find in your supplements are grown in India.
Fun fact. Good to know. The more you know. So
Mhm.
thanks for that. Um, well, let's talk about how you make it rain, how you attract clients. And we've talked a little bit about this speaking in the niche, but if you had one secret word you wanted to share with us, what's that secret word?
Schmooze.
Schmooze. Okay. Tell me about schmoozing.
Schmoozing is when you go to conferences and, it takes a while because you've got to get to know the people that are there. But it becomes, I don't know, it's like having a friend circle. And schmoozing, you're asking how are they doing, how are their kids, how are their parents, how's their work. You can slide in a little bit of, hey, have you had checked out our website lately, or can we check out your website lately? So it's not a hard sell. It's more just making people feel good about themselves so that they remember who you are.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't had the benefit of being Jewish and learning Yiddish or working for people who speak Yiddish, schmooze is a process of friendly banter in social situations, and you're making other people feel good. It's relationship building. And sure, it's a little persuasive. And by the way, we can get to other good words if we want to, like schlep and schnorr and all these later, but we'll just
It's all
focus on the schmoozing networking part. I think that's part of it, of being in a niche, is slow to learn other people who are providers in the niche, and maybe they provide something different than you do. Maybe they do the HR, or they do accounting, or they're the law firm for the niche, and making these connections. And also, as you said, when we've talked before, you'll talk to company presidents and you'll ask what's on their mind and what are the issues for the industry. They'll speak at the conference, and I tell you, everybody likes some appreciation. So if you go up and you give specific, heartfelt praise to an industry leader about their speech, they're never like, "Oh, get away, kid! Don't bother me. I don't got time. I don't got time for you to tell me specifically how
Right, I
great that
am.
was and how much you enjoyed it." Now everybody's got time for
Yeah,
appreciation.
yeah.
Further thoughts on what you've done over the years to stake a claim and be an authority in the industry?
Being in the health and better for you industry, and one thing we've been doing is we've been sponsoring. So Nutrition Capital Network, we're sponsoring different, find where your people are, and then sponsors so that they remember who you are as well. And that there's one big sponsorship we just did. We're also sponsoring women in nutraceuticals. But this Nutrition Capital Network, there were so many heavy hitters in there that once we became sponsors, we had a seat at the table. And it's not other agencies. And I think that's really important with rainmaking is I'm not battling that out with other agencies. I'm talking to CEOs of companies or decision makers of companies that will either send me to their director of marketing or whomever I'm supposed to speak to and say, hey, you need to talk to Jane because it's important. So I think that, finding the niche, getting well known, but then starting to sponsor and really being a part of it is what really helps make it rain for us.
There we go. All great advice. Thank you so much. And that's what we have time for today. So until next time, make it rain.